Fellas, welcome. Guys, what a interesting last week of our regular season. Some teams really didn't want to win. Some teams really wanted to win. It was some crazy stuff happening, and let's talk about arguably the hottest team in the league, guys. That's got to be my team. I'm on a 2-game win. No, I'm just kidding. Beat Jared by 20. Yippee-ki-yay, guys. That one didn't really matter. I'm sure Jared wanted to maybe win it to maybe help himself with seeding, but no matter what, Jared couldn't really help himself. Just a 93-72 game. No real highlights to talk about there, guys. I mean, Jared's best player was Devontae Smith. Living up to that 140 or any name, Jared. But hey, it's playoff time. Maybe it's 140 the rest of the way out. Lord only knows. Noah, you dick. You absolute dick. And I say that with all love. I say that just because you knocked out my preseason number 2 or 3, whatever Luke was. Noah taking down Luke 122 to 94. It just really sums up Luke's year, if you ask me. I thought he drafted really well. Saquon Barkley, I was huge on him this year. He's been the definition of mediocre. Obviously, he's still a top 10 back, but he's not doing Saquon stuff, which is like we all kind of expected. Luke had a huge day from Wan'Dale Robinson. He tried to fill in the gap to try and close that, but man, Jonathan Taylor kind of laying a stinker for you. T. Higgins getting blown up on that play really hurt Luke. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I'm pretty sure he's out this week too. Jordan Love being atypical Jordan Love, not really doing anything but winning football games. So, Noah's team coming back from the dead. That's even with Alvin Kamara getting hurt in this game, only putting up 3. A.J. Brown apparently is getting the ball again. Good for him, over 25 points. Khalil Shakir is really stepping into that WR1 with Keon Coleman, or however you pronounce his name, not showing up to team meetings. What the fuck's up with that? Dude, just whatever. Show up. You're being a fucking idiot. And that's with Noah leaving 40-something points on his bench, too. That's crazy. Good week for Noah to really bounce back, maybe win the toilet bowl, get that number 1 draft pick choice. But hey, good for you, man. Hey, matchup of the week. The Reds versus my year, Foxy versus Jaden, and wow. Came right down to it, guys. 144 to 141 in Jaden's favor. That is crazy. Brock Purdy tried to throw for Jaden, quite literally through like 2 or 3 picks. Kyron Williams didn't really do anything, man, and he's just been really steady all year. Even his bad games are like 15 points, but 5 points for him kind of sucks. Trayvon Henderson, huge pickup from Jaden with Michael Wilson. He has been getting fed the rock ever since Marvin Harrison Jr.'s appendicitis episode. Whew. And that's a tough bye week for Jaden, too, with Achane, McConkey, Dicker the kicker, and fucking Justin Herbert. Wow, what a big-time win there. Jaden, huge win, actually. Jalen Hurts stepped up. Christian McCaffrey did his thing for good old Foxy. Emeka Ibuka didn't. I don't know if you guys watched that game. I think it was a Sunday night game. The Rams are going to win the Super Bowl, and they fucking beat the tar off the Bucks. I mean, they hurt Baker. And Emeka Ibuka suffered from it with only 6 points. Nico Collins not doing anything, really killed Tristan too. And did he leave any points on his bench? Not really. Not really anything Tristan could have done differently there. I mean, good thing he sat Jordan Addison. He played the whole game and got a whopping 0 points. Shout out Jaden locking down that number 1 overall seed, man. Everyone loves a good bye. What another high-scoring affair this one was. Holy shit, Raleigh and Gordo. 179 to 174 in Raleigh's favor. That's bonkers, dude. God, who did bad on your teams that really threw this? Maybe your Kansas City Chief players, Raleigh? But I mean, fuck, dude. You had Gibbs who went off for 60 fucking points. That's ridiculous. Oh, and that was with Drake London out and Waddle on bye. Jesus Christ, dude. That's ridiculous. Huge pickup with that Emmanuel Wilson from Green Bay. I picked him up in 2 other leagues and helped me get wins, too. And I'd drop his ass now. He ain't going to do nothing. I guess Bijan Robinson for Gordo didn't have a very good game. He had 14 points. He was projected 23. CeeDee Lamb didn't really, I guess, with only 11. Brock Bowers was fine with only 11. I mean, really no one did bad for either of these teams. It's just, when you have Jahmyr Gibbs go off for 60, there's really not much you can do, Gordo. Just kind of hope the rest of his team laid an egg. And they really didn't lay an egg, but Jesus Christ, 60 points. That's bonkers. Shout out Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's go Lions. Oh, you know, Brett did everything in his power to try to make the playoffs here, fellas. It just wasn't in the cards. He got the win over Grant, 115 to 104, guys. And that just sucks. He moves to 6-6. Grant moves to 5-7, but with Raleigh picking up that win, it just well, we'll get over here in a second, but yeah, it just really hurts. That sucks, Brett. That was a really good way to end the year. Oh, and that's with J-Mo putting up a goose egg for you too. Fucker can't catch a cold, dude. I swear to God, you send him to a daycare and he'll come out of there healthy as can be. He won't catch no diseases from them dirty kids. Amon-Ra with a huge 32 for Grant. God, who traded him then? Yo, Grant didn't change his fucking lineup? Grant didn't even play fucking Jamar Chase. Luke, dude, Jesus Christ. He didn't even play fucking Chase, and you still put up like fucking 20 points, dude. Oh, you could have easily have outscored him to get the wild card spot, dude. Oh my God, that's a little embarrassing, Luke. But that's okay, dude. Whatever. Grant, set your fucking lineup, you fucking idiot. It's not hard to switch somebody out in there. You're lucky you still made the playoffs, you fucking rat. But no, whatever. Speaking of playoffs, guys, let's jump right to it. I think I set everything up correctly. If you guys see something wrong, please give me a shout before tomorrow afternoon. Obviously, before the games start, because, I don't know. I think I did everything correctly based on tiebreakers and all that good stuff. So our number one overall seed, guys, it came down to that Jaden and Tristan matchup, and Jaden kind of kicked butt. That was a good game. I bet that was 144 to 141's good. So shout out Jaden, won the Braveheart division. He's got a bye. Shout out Gordo, Call of Duty. Doesn't even have him. You should probably update the name. No, I kind of like it. He secures the Pine Knot Bar division. You guys, we'll see you guys in week 14, 15. But week 13, fellas, it's the sudden death round. You got our wild card spot, if you will, Grant at 5-7. Secured that wild card spot, guys, because of points scored, right? He had 1,528 compared to Luke's 1,467 and Brett's 1,401. So shout out Grant. Stuck with his team most of the year, got him enough points. He gets that sixth seed, if you will. He plays Tristan right off the rip, and I tell you what, fellas, I'd hate to be Tristan, because if Dummy McGee down in Chicago, sets a lineup, obviously Jahmyr Chase is going to play this week. It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. I don't know if anyone's adjusted their lineups yet, but looking at lineups, maybe Grant throws in Chase Brown, but I don't think so. There's not really anything different that T. Fox would do. T. Fox might play Dak Prescott, but I doubt it. They got Kansas City. Boy, oh boy, that's a tough draw. Right now, ESPN says the old dipped beefs, my preseason number 1, is supposed to take down, this year's number 3. So that's going to be a good one, fellas. Looking at this matchup here, I'm going to have to go with Hurts compared to Stroud there, so shout out T-Fox. When we look at running backs here, we got Williams and ETN versus CMC and Jalen Warren. I think the running backs got to go to Tristan's way too, just because CMC just will put up 30 and say, hey, have fun with it. And Jalen Warren now that he's healthy, he's doing well, so that's good. When you look at the RB/wide receiver slot, Emeka Egbuka versus Jamar Chase, I'm going to go Chase there, especially if Baker's hurt, which he might not play. We might have Teddy Two Gloves down there in Tampa. Wide receivers. Yeah, Nico Collins, Devontae Adams versus Jerry Jeudy and Stephon Diggs. Yeah, I'm going to go back to T. Fox here just because the floor is much higher, right? Jeudy might get Grant 10 points. He's averaging 6 points a fucking game. Stephon Diggs has been getting hotter and hotter, but the Giants' defense, they're okay. They're nah. So, yeah, I bet he puts up 15 for Grant. Let's go down to tight end. That's clearly in Grant's favor. He's got Trey McBride. That fucker gets 400 targets a game, I swear to God, versus TJ Hawkinson. Number 9's going to get him the ball, boys. No, number 9's fucking terrible. How did we win a national championship with him? Oh, that's right. We ran it 40 times and had a number 1 defense. And then we had Amon-Ra St. Brown versus DK Metcalf in the flex. Yeah, that goes right back to Grant. Amon-Ra's catching heat right now, fellas. We got a big revenge game tomorrow versus the shitty Packers. Fuck the Packers. And then Jake Bates versus Jake Elliott. Fuck the Eagles. I love my bricklayer. So I think T Fox is going to pull it out just because T Fox has a better floor compared to Grant, but Grant I think has a higher ceiling. So we'll find out here, fellas. That'll be a good one. Now let's go to the Slim Reaper Raleigh versus 140 or 80 Jared. And I got bad news for Jared. I think Jared's a one and done. Lamar's been, but granted, he has a favorable matchup with Cincinnati. Then we have Drake May, who has also a favorable matchup against the Giants. So I think I'm going to go Drake May just because something's going on over there in Baltimore, fellas, and I don't know what it is. When you look at our running backs, yeah, it's going right back to Raleigh. Now, Monty hasn't really done a whole lot this year, but when you have the other side of the Lions run game and Jahmyr Gibbs, who can drop apparently 60 fucking points, I'm going to go with the running backs in his favor. And then you got Jacoby Myers, who's playing really well down there in Jacksonville. Puka Nacua, who's clearly a stud this year, versus Alex Pierce and Justin Jefferson. Yikes, Jared. Yikes. You better hope Alec Pierce gets like those 2 catches for 40 yards each and a tutty, because I don't think you can contend with that, because we know number 9 ain't going to get Jay Jettas the ball. Jesus Christ, what a fucking terrible alter ego. I'm number 9. What a fucking idiot. Okay, and then we got, and then Jalen Waddle and Zay Flowers. Jesus Christ, Jared, I don't think you have enough gas in the tank, dog. Riley's going Travis Kelce. Ooh, double tight end, including the flex spot, versus Devontae Smith and Dalton Schultz. I think I'm going to nudge this back to Jared just because I think the Eagles are going to have to throw the ball a little bit on Friday. Kicker, who gives a fuck? Looks like Drake London's out. Okay, hence why you're playing Gaddison. I don't know how you pronounce that, from the Chargers. Drake London's probably going to be out again. That sucks. But, man, okay, now let's go down to the losers bracket. Yikes. I think Luke's going to get me. Just the quick and dirty here. He's got Barkley, Jonathan Taylor. Wan'Dale Robinson proving he's a stud with Malik Neighbors out. Yeah. The only shot in hell if I win is if Jackson Dart goes off and RJ Harvey and Teratota McMillan, but yeah, I doubt it. So I think Luke's going to take me down to move one step closer to winning the toilet bowl. And then you got Noah versus Brett. This is an interesting matchup here because Noah is starting to figure some things out here. Maybe not Noah, but his guys. He's coming off a win. Alvin Kamara's out. He's got DJ Moore, Kareem Hunt on the bench. He could swap in. A.J. Brown has been getting like 20 targets a game since we played them. The Lions played them. I swear to God. Juwan Jennings is getting punched in the nuts, but he should be all right. Deebo Samuels has a nice floor sometimes. Kenneth Walker's Caleb Williams having a very quiet, nice year. Fuck the Bears, though. Oh, but Brett gets Bo Nix back, which helps. And he should have Marvin Harrison Jr. back, which also helps. Pardon me, fellas. Derrick Henry has a very favorable matchup. So does James Cook, Ashton Denty. Yeah, boy, it's gonna come down to J-Mo. It's gonna come down to J-Mo if Brett wins this or not. If J-Mo, hauls in and doesn't have like 25 drops, I think Brett will win this. But if J-Mo puts up a goose egg or under 5 points, I think Noah wins. But so I'm going to lean towards Noah because J-Mo is such a wild card for us. But watch him drop 50 points tomorrow on Sunday. Fuck the Packers. But shout out Gordo. Shout out Jaden, our division winners, guys. What a great year. We move into the playoffs. Looking forward to see how this playoff format works with the wild card. I was very interested with that. I think that's a very cool addition. Curious to see if we like the 2-week window for things for the playoffs. Obviously, it's sudden death this round 1, right? That's why you get the bonus of getting the bye, right? Hey, you don't have to deal with that. And then it's 2-week matchups for round 2 and the championship. So, curious to see what you guys think. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I love doing these videos. This is fun. Go Scots. We made the playoffs. I think we play Saturday. Go Michigan. Fuck the Buckeyes. Bears are ass. Jordan Love's going to throw 2 picks. And, yeah.